entrepreneur, and the sexiest judge on American Idol, which can be seen Wednesday and Thursday nights on Fox. Please welcome the lovely Jennifer Lopez! Wow, you look beautiful. Thanks for coming.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, I don't want to start on a downer, but I just have to ask you this because you're a terrific singer. Did you know Whitney? Did you?
I didn't. I met her a couple of times. Obviously, when I heard the news, I was as shocked and devastated as everybody else. You know, she was such a big part of me growing up and musically everything that I knew. So, you know, she was kind of the pinnacle, you know, of a voice. Of our time, of our generation, and it's just so sad.
And it is sad because especially like I'm older than her, and I think back, she was 48, and I go, that's so incredibly young now.
It's young.
You know, when you're 19 and somebody, you go, that doesn't seem that weird.
Right.
But you realize all that she's missing all these other years. It was really one of the saddest days.
I know, it was just, I couldn't believe it. I was in my living room and I was on the phone with my manager and we had just hung up and he calls back 1 second later and he said, and I was like, I mean, I hate even talking about it. It's just so sad.
No, I understand. You know. Well, let's talk about American Idol. Now, how's that going? You having fun?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now here's, is it me or are the guys just going for looks this year? I'm watching the show going, oh, wait a minute, that girl, nice body, the voice, come on.
I feel like I have a real, you know, job there this year. You know what I mean? It's to keep it fair.
Yeah.
You know, it's to keep it fair for everybody, for all the singers. You know, the guys, they're sitting there. You know, we have very long days. We see a lot of people.
Right.
The girl, you know, a pretty girl walks in there like, pretty girl. You know how guys are, right? And then it's like, they're already judging. They're like, we just should put her through. And I'm like, no, we shouldn't. And then it looks like I don't, you know, like, I love the pretty girls who can sing. That's our job, to pick those girls, not the ones who can't.
Did you ever think like...
I love it when they're pretty and they can sing.
Because I was watching and I'm going, do you ever think you were being set up? Like sometimes you go, wait a minute.
Oh my God, I remember that one day, which they just aired a couple weeks ago. We were, I forget which city we were in, and this girl comes in and she sings so beautiful and I was like, wow, okay, great. And you know, I start looking back and forth and I'm like, you know, and I'm writing it down and then I'm like, okay, yes. And Steven's like, no. And then, you know, Randy, no. And I'm like, what? Are you crazy? Like, what's happening right now? Am I being punked? And then this other girl comes in who didn't have such a great voice like this girl, and they put her right through, and I was just like, I just lost it.
But she had better lungs. That's probably
she had a better something.
Yeah, better, exactly.
It wasn't voice.
I'm glad you're the voice of reason.
I try to be.
Because I remember last year, you and I were sitting here, and you going back, and you were kind of hemming and hawing. Was it hard to do? Was it a tough decision?
Yeah, it kind of was. Not because I don't love the show. I love the show, and I loved doing it last year. I just didn't know with the time commitment and, you know, all the live shows and everything. You really have to be there that whole time. And my career has always been kind of like here and there, and I just take off and do this, and I can go do that show, and I can go do this thing, and so I was really used to that freedom.
Well, sure, because you go on stage, you're on stage for an hour, hour and a half.
That's it.
This, you're on stage the whole day.
The whole day, you're really, it's a different thing that I wasn't used to, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to go back and do it again, but I did, because I did actually really love it.
Right, so that was, give me some of the other pros. So, okay, the con was all the time. Yeah. But the pros are what? You love it?
I love it. Yeah. I love music, obviously. I love working with the singers, with all the artists that come through. And I love the journey. Yeah. I love the journey of watching where they start and where they end up and seeing who's going to win. I loved watching the show at home. So to watch it, like, in the best seat in the house is like a bonus for me.
Because it's like, I saw what, last week or maybe 10 days ago, a girl fell off the stage.
Oh, yeah.
And then this week, what, a girl faints?
Yes. It was brutal.
Is it like a stunt show now? What is it?
I know. Hollywood Week was so brutal. I don't know what it was. I don't know. They were just tired, the pressure, something. I wound up giving them a speech like, you guys, you know, this has to be fun, too. Yeah. you know, this is a great opportunity, and we're rooting for you. Like, we're pushing for you guys. Like, you don't have to be nervous when you get up there. Like, just give it to us.
Is that what this girl that fainted? This has got a sort of an exclusive. We'll show you before there. Take a look. This is this upcoming.
Stay in the moment, Mama. Oh my God.
Stop.
Miss her mom.
Hey, baby. That's okay. I saw you shaking.
She fainted because of nerves.
The nerves?
Yes.
So what happened there? Was she okay?
You know, I think she had fainted once already, earlier. And so this was kind of her second time coming on, if I remember correctly. It was a few months ago, but she came on and she had fainted. And we were like, wow. So she came out and we were like kind of hoping that she could hold it together. Right. We weren't sure what it was. And
what, nerves, the pressure?
I don't know. Some people said, like when the other girl fainted off the stage last week, they said that she had a history of doing that. So I don't know.
Have you ever fainted on
no,
stage?
No, I don't. Please, I have a fear of all that. No.
Really? So you think if you talk about it, you will faint on stage? No, really?
Wow.
Okay, well, look, if you want to faint, do it now, because we'll go to commercial. And then we'll bring you out of it when we come back. All right, more with Jennifer when we come right back.
Puffy.
Yeah?
A.K.A. Diddy now.
Right.
When I first met him, I was making my first album, and he gave me a lot of insight into the music business. He had been in the music business a long time, and so he helped me a lot.
I mean, was there one piece of advice, one sort of phrase or thing?
Well, he did say one thing to me that was pretty funny. Yeah. I remember I had recorded this. It was for my first album. I was recording music. I was recording a song, and I played it for him later after I did it. And I was like, "What do you think?" And he was like, "You know, I hate it."
Wow.
He's like, "It's not good. It's not a hit." And I was like, "Well, I love it." You know, standing up for my music and for myself. I was like, "I love it." He goes, "Good. You could listen to it in your living room. You're the only one."
Wow. But see, sometimes...
And you know what? It stood with me because he's right. You know, when you're an artist, it's not just about always, because we get so kind of like, this touches me, this moves me. Yeah. But it's about everybody relating to it as well. That's what's going to touch everybody. Those are the main things. And so I really learned that from him. I was like, okay, even though he was kind of tough with how he delivered the message.
So what happened with that song? Did you ever release it?
Oh, it was on my first album.
Ah!
Yeah.
There you go. So you put it out there anyway.
Mama the Boss.
Yeah. I remember a guy, the best advice I ever got, I was working at a club in New York. This was in the 70s, when like the mob guys were still running it. Yeah. And the mob guy said, "Hey, come here." He put $100 in my pocket, you know. And I said, "Oh, well, thank you very much, but, you know, give this to the church or something like that. I appreciate it." Really? Let me give you good advice. Never take money from people like me. You are very smart. So that was the best advice I ever got. I never took money from a guy like that again. Now, tell me about working with Mark. How is this with Mark Anthony? You guys are working together.
We're doing a show called Que Viva, which is a great project that we had been working on for a couple of years. And it's a great, beautiful project. We are going all through Latin America, looking for Latin talent, musicians, dancers, singers, everything. And we went all through Latin America. He traveled to a bunch of countries. I traveled to a bunch of countries. We brought them back here, and we're putting this amazing show together.
Well, I mean, tell me about working with your ex. Well, what is that like?
It's okay. You know, we worked together before. Sure. We were even together. Right. That's how we met. We met working. And so it's kind of like just second nature to us.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the most remote place you found talent? Like one place where you go, "Oh my God, no one's ever been here before"?
Well, it was funny because the whole premise of the show is that we go to find the talent. We're not like sitting behind a desk or anything like that. So I went to this vegetarian community, like place out in Argentina in the middle of nowhere. And there were these dancers out there that we went to see this troupe who actually are amazing and made it in the show. Okay. But that was pretty remote. But Mark went to like into the jungles. And he found this watermelon. Amazing people, though. Amazing musicians. He found these 3 musicians who play like on turtle shells and everything. I know it sounds funny, but it is so beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's so earthy. Just gorgeous.
Now we have some footage from this show. What is this we're going to see?
I don't know.
Oh, let's take a look.
I told Jennifer about my famous twins.
I kind of remember them, yeah. But like, let's just try to keep the integrity of the show together, not let our...
Say it. Talk like you really talk to me. Yeah, you see it?
I just want him to stay professional.
I see a lot of potential.
For what?
Oh, is that another case of...
We have a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun on the road.
What potential does he see
with
the two twins? Now,
Steven, Randy, Mark, all the same.
Now, you both seem kind of stubborn.
Who?
You and Mark.
Me?
Are you both stubborn? Yes. Don't give me that. You know you are. Yeah. Are you
I can be, I guess,
yeah,
like anybody else.
Yeah, all right.
Stubborn?
Are you stubborn?
Sometimes, I guess.
Okay, that's just wondering.
He definitely is.
Oh, he definitely is. Yeah. Yeah, you're okay. You're okay. Well, speaking of twins, how are your twins?
Oh, they're so good. They're about to turn 4.
Okay. Well, that's
amazing.
amazing.
4 years old.
Are you still calling them the coconuts?
Yes, they're my coconuts.
And where does that come from? Tell people what that means.
That comes from when they were little and in their cribs and they started growing hair and it looked just like a coconut.
Okay.
To me, every time I saw them in the morning, I was like, oh, my little coconut, come here. And it just stuck.
Okay.
But they both look like coconuts. I actually have this beautiful necklace that was given to me for Christmas with 2 coconuts and their initials on it. It's so cute.
Oh, that's very nice.
Yeah.
Okay, now, you're coming out with the perfume. Explain this picture.
What?
Okay, now it looks like it was obviously very humid that day when you shot this photo. Apparently, you'd think they would have had some air conditioning or
I
something.
know. You see the conditions I have to work in? It's ridiculous.
It looks awful damp in that place. Working in that little egg. What is it? Are you in an egg?
It was a heated egg.
Oh,
and it was very hot. No, that was a halo effect thing.
Okay.
The name of the perfume is called Glowing.
Okay. Now, obviously you're naked in that picture.
Yes.
How do you gracefully get that pose?
It
seems like at some point there must be some ungraceful part.
No, it's very carefully worked out and lit, because perfume ads, I don't know if you notice, they're a lot about skin. That's what always the perfume company wants. And so, we just try to find new and beautiful ways to do it that are still tasteful.
Way. Of all the outfits you have, that is my favorite.
That's your favorite?
Yes.
Oh, some people, it's the green dress.
That is my favorite. That is my favorite. No, that is all your outfits. That is the most graceful, yes. So what are you doing for Valentine's Day? You doing anything special?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
That's right, the guy knows, doesn't he?
Yeah.
It's just never, okay. All right. Well, listen, thank you very much. American Idol, of course, on Fox.
Thank you.
Tell the kids happy birthday.
I will.
Jen, thank you very much. Jennifer Lopez.